Hi folks, Kaiser Neko here, director, editor, and co-writer of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Welcome to Episode Breakdown, a little segment I cooked up to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look at the production of each episode. These will focus heavily on the editing process, though as the director of the show, I'll be dropping plenty of fun facts about the production. As the disclaimer says though, these are not meant to be tutorials. While I will be showing you a bit of how I edit the series, to keep things short and brisk, I'll have to skip some finer details. This first episode breakdown will focus on our latest episode 39, Blood, Sweat, and Gears. Fun fact, the alternative title to this episode is Sad for Who? First off, let's take a look at the timeline for this one. Most of you familiar with Premiere can probably identify that this is sort of big, although this is actually one of my less extensive timelines. I'd have to say the most extensive definitely goes to episode 30. I probably did more visual edits in that one episode than any other of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Now, I want to show you a bit of my color correction process. I actually only recently started messing with the colors as a whole, but the primary reason is that in the Android saga, some of the footage has aged a bit, to where there's a tint over everything, and as such, I wanted to balance things back out. As you can see here, in some scenes I just use an autocolor and adjust the color balance a little bit, along with some brightness and contrast, to bring out those natural colors and take away some of that tint. In some other scenes, like here, I actually just use the brightness and color contrast controls along with the color balance, where the auto color doesn't quite do the job. Now, in terms of visual edits, this episode doesn't have an overwhelming amount. Most of them are just normal lip sync edits I have to make, like here. Here.
Aw, yeah! Oh, dick.
And here.
Yep.
But one big visual edit I did have to make, which was essentially an animation correction of an error on the part of Toei, was in this scene here. As you can see, 18 doesn't have her leggings. I actually had to make a similar edit to an episode before this one as well. Here, however, it was a bit tougher. I essentially made two copies and laid them on top of the main footage, isolated her legs using the garbage mat for both copies, then added a dark blue tint to the middle copy. I then used color key on the top layer, selected her legs, removed the color from them, and bam! With a little bit of tweaking, her legs are clothed again. I also put a small transparent blood edit near Goku here, added an extra frame and some motion blur to Vegeta flying into the rock here by cutting Vegeta out of the shot, repasting him, and adding a fast blur, and used the blurring tool and garbage mat to add 18's arm into this shot here. Never gets old. Also, I'm curious how many of you caught Mona Lisa Overdrive during this scene. And hey, how many of you got the names of the truckers? That about wraps it up for episode 39. Yeah, I know, this one was sort of quick and easy, but I'll be doing more episodes, both past and new, as we continue. And don't worry about the slowing down production either. These will be edited in between episodes. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next episode breakdown.